came over and her winter jacket got caught on my door frame, so it kind of busted out. I caught it a few times too, so I'm definitely not blaming her, but got a nice door frame again, and my fireplace is now fixed. Tomorrow we're going to get that upstairs closet situated so I can start painting, and some electrical so my Christmas tree isn't all crazy. I did not get a chance. I'm debating, do I take down the Christmas tree? Meg, how are you? So I got a new door frame, which I'm super excited about. Also, my fireplace is now fixed, and tomorrow he's coming back over to put some electrical outlets in. And I just realized I have one more door frame where the thing is busted. Getting the upstairs closet situated. You guys, you should see what a mess it is up there. But Debbie or Mag is doing good. Awesome. And finally, just leave it up. Leave what up? Oh, my Christmas tree? I know. I should. Sup. Sorry, guys. I'm about 15 minutes late. Molly is here. Molly, I saw your message pop through. Thank you guys for those likes. Feel free to share this. Hello. And it looks like you got an award, so everybody cheer for Molly. David is here. Is it Ira Bob? And look, Molly, you got another badge. #1 viewer. So you're not going to stay long. Work tomorrow. How's work been going? This is going on what? Week #2 for you? So congratulations to you. And yeah, I got to wake up. We have some meetings in the morning. I also have a request. How I teach on OutSchool, they're requesting some kind of like mental health services for their kids. So I do children as well for mental health. But I'm doing good. Woke up early to get the house in order. So I'm super excited. So Molly, I'm super proud of you. I sent you a message that I'm proud of you. And you deserve that. You're an extra special person and super kind and knowledgeable. So there's a lot of good about you. And did you have fun? Did you like it? So skate. What is it? 4 months and 10 days? Is that the consensus? And Dakota, hello. It's week 3 already. Going for orientation at Home Depot mid this week. Good for you. I was just at Menards and Lowe's. So sorry. I need to shop. I don't know if there's a Home Depot. You did the talent show. What did you do for the talent show? Good for you. We did. I remember my first camp talent show. We had a group of people. It was a Christian camp, and so there's I don't even know. There's 2 cabins. We had a boy cabin and the girl cabin, and we all come together, and I don't even know what the prize was, but we really wanted to win. And our skit was, I can't remember what I did. I was a patient. So you have 12 people coming in, where, is the doctor in and they're like, what's wrong? And so you tell them and they're like, well, go sit down. And so you sit down and the next person is like, I'm having chest pains. And they're like, well, the doctor will see you soon. Go sit down. So we're sitting next to each other. I got a broken leg. Go sit down. The doctor will be in. And so for the grand finale, are you ready? This little tiny thing, but she comes in dressed like a doctor and she lays across all of us, and we have to sing Everything's Better with Blue Bonnet on it because it was Dr. Blue Bonnet. So you played basketball. Awesome. Isn't that the best? Now don't steal our ideas. I think we either won or we were second place. I think what won was the itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini girls won. I think we were second, but you're an EMT and a fireman. Good for you. Do you like that job? That's a super important one. I'm a burn victim, so I give you a lot of credit. I was in nursing school, almost miscarried, so I repeated. Even though I passed, it was over 2 years, and then they closed the school on me. So I get it though. Saving lives. Good for you, Dakota. Thank you for that. So I'm doing good, Skate. Ryder says this really is hilarious that you saw the bread in the bag recipe right after I told you. I'm telling you guys, they're listening to us. I can't even swear now that I'm a grown up. Yeah, it was not even 5 minutes later. So I will say I've been sending Debbie. Debbie, how long have I been sending you bread recipes? And there you are. So for months, I send her like cinnamon rolls and pretzels and bagels, and she sends me recipes too. We kind of just save them back and forth. Different pizza doughs, garlic bread, like pretzel knots or whatever. We've been sending back and forth bread recipes for, I don't even know if it's been a year. And then last night, you get that bread recipe like right after you talked about it. Forever, yes. And Debbie sent me a lot of good ones too. I'm just talking lately, I've been sending her a lot of bread, but you would think that I would have come across that by now by how many bread recipes I've sent her. Yes, Molly. Yes, how can I help you? So, Ryder is a rising star. You are awesome. I see you plugging away. Ryder says, my weekend has been great, Mag. How about you? Yes, they are listening. They are listening. And it sucks because sometimes I'll research stuff um, about stuff that I don't want tied to me, but I'm helping other people. And then it's like flooded on my phone feed. And like, are you kidding? So if anybody was to see my phone, they're like, like, it's not for me. But stupendous, Mag says, working hard at hardly working. That is the perfect job. Skate says, everybody is noisy. Oh, nosy. I think you mean nosy. Nosy. Nosey. Yes, they are nosy. I would love to see some pictures. So, basketball, talent show. So good for you. And you got that award. That is something to celebrate. So, how many people went to the camp? It looked like you had a nice bed there, too. Stupendous. I just finished 8-hour flight with broken and one sprained wrist. Oh my gosh, Bella, what happened? And Chris, how's it going, Chris? I don't know why I look so faded here. Starting to get some work done on the house. So the weather was, I love the weather. Did you go out to the lake today? I got some videos for you guys. Let me see if I can wipe this down just a little bit. I guess I love when there's waves on our lake. Our lake is a good size, but it is not like Lake Michigan's like an ocean. But ours is a good size lake, but not huge. And so since it's a smaller lake, we don't normally get waves. But the waves, I don't know, about this big, something like that. I don't know. So sharing stories about fixing the house and a talent show. Share your own story. Anybody else ever been in a talent show? What's up, Sean? And good to see you, Ryder says. Bella's reborn. Oh, do you do the dolls? Have you been here before, Bella? I was practicing gymnastics and I fell. Ooh. Ouch. I get it. I broke an ankle. So where did you go? An 8-hour flight? Was that with a layover or you went, where'd you go? You went to Hawaii. Oh my goodness. Was that for spring break? Hopefully you had a nice time and I'm sorry. And Molly's sending me photos. I'll have to check my email. Oh my goodness. Okay. Meg, look at that. And Saya's back. Yes. Skate says I was in a small classroom only talent show. I had a partner. We did a who skit. A whole skit? That was a delay. Oh, let me catch up. Don't worry, I just sent you the pictures. Thank you, and Yakoza. Thank you for the follow. The other one, my daughter was growing up, that song, Dabba Doo, Dabba Dee, I'm Blue, Dabba, however it goes. There was like 24 acts of that same song. Like, a lot of it was boys, and boys like to like slam dance and smash into each other. So you're at the talent show and like 24 songs, same exact song. And the boys the girls would at least choreograph, whether they were good or bad. You know, they might be like, turn around. You know, it's like, okay. But the boys, they just slammed into each other. But yes, goodness. Ryder says, nothing really, just lots of college work. Yes, Skate says, so what was the skit about? And that was the delay. Yeah, that sounds like a delay. Oh my gosh, that must have been painful. Plus both. Were you on an apparatus or the floor? Nothing really, Sean, just lots of college work. You're going to lay down and sleep. Okay, Molly, I will let you get some sleep. Thanks for joining in, and congratulations on everything. I'm so glad you had a good time. So that was the delay. Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know who's on third. Sean said, keep it up, Ryder. Keep at it, Ryder. Kendra, hello. How are you? Hey, Cynthia, Ryder, dear friend. Hope you're well. Sean, so glad to see you. Hey there, Maglove. Glad you are here. Awesome. Yes, Sai says, I like Cynthia. I think she is smart, sexy woman. Thank you. I appreciate that. And Sean is saying hello to Kendra. What have you been up to, Kendra? Ryder is saying hello back. And I love it. Yeah, Ryder's not giving up. He's chugging full speed ahead. So hit those like buttons for me. And I was in a wheelchair. Ooh, I did that too, 8th grade. I think the picture's upstairs. I was on my crutches and was holding my dog. The dog took off, so I fell on my arm and broke my arm. Had to use a wheelchair because I couldn't use my crutches. My arm was broken. And that's what it sounds like with you too. Poor thing. Are you in a cast? Is it sprained? Is it broken? But messy. I am doing good. Good to have you back. Skate says, I don't remember. It was like a song skit thing, but I remember we made newspaper as a prop. Is that what you mean? Interesting. I bet that. Did you like it? It's probably fun. It could be potential. It could be. Nice to see you too, Messy. And Kendra is saying, I love that you guys interact. I love that. We're building our community. And Kendra, Skate, Debbie, Ryder, who else is on? Molly is on school. So if you guys want to kind of chit chat throughout the day too, feel free to join A Soul Survivor through school. The link is in the bio. Thank you. Skate says, sup. Thank you, Messy. So Skate is asking how Kendra's doing. Sai says, Cynthia, how do I stay in great shape? Diet. I have the TV on, but it's like only the news and it's all day long. I don't sit and watch TV. So I'm definitely active. I watch what I eat. I don't eat chips or fried foods. I just really watch what I eat, even though I love like fried chicken and stuff. But I count calories too. So, but definitely staying active. I lost 78 pounds, so I used to be heavier. So anybody struggling with weight, I understand it. So I wear like a size 6 now, but I used to wear a really tight 16. Should have been an 18, but I think that's like a 12 now. I don't know, because in my mind, I'm like, I don't think I was that heavy, but you got to remember too, I'm 6'1", so for you to notice a size on me is like 25, 30 pounds. Like shorter women, it's anywhere from like 5 to 15 pounds, and you'll notice them gaining a size. But for me, I could gain like 25 pounds, and it would just be my jeans being tight, so that's kind of nice. Bella says, a lot of people at the airport asked if they could sign my cast on my ankle. So what kind of cast do you have? What kind of cast do you have? Skate says, news. Yeah, my keyboard is being dumb. Stupid. That's okay. I usually figure it out. So newspaper, yes. And so messy. Yes, nice. Kendra says, had a friend's wife call last night to tell us, to let us know our friend was petitioned. He agreed to voluntarily self-admit. Interesting that this mania seemed to show up so late. He had severe trauma. So he was trying to like Is that what he was trying to do? Um, Well, at least he's that's good. So are they doing a 24-hour hold, 72-hour hold, or is he in like a treatment center now? So hopefully that'll help him. And everyone, Molly is saying hi. I love that. Molly is interacting too. And I've heard that name, Pong. Tell me again. I don't remember who that is. And Michael, how are you? So good to have you here. Nice to have you, boo. I want to contact you. Oh, you like my voice? Thank you. So yeah, I'm 6'1". I can touch my ceiling. And I don't know who that is new. You guys got to remember, I keep telling you guys I'm sheltered. Like I grew up so sheltered. I was even a DJ at WAYN. I had no idea who the people were. I'm like, well, we'll play this. Hola, bon nuit, linda. Oh, hello. So is that Italiano? Italiano? It looks different than Spanish. And it's not French. Italiano? I think so. I think I'm reading Italian. What language? Brazil. Brazilian. Brasileiro. It's close as Espanol. A little different, but it's close. Once you scroll down, okay. Thank you. And Jennifer, how are you? Kendra says someone current in the psych reminded me bipolar shows early and late, like 60s and 70s. Thank you for that. I saw that. I mean, it can show early, it can show late. How old is a person? 60s and 70s? That's a very late onset, if that's what you're talking about. Bella says, so I have a cast up to my knee and it's blue. What kind of material is it made out of? Do you know? I've had all different kinds of casts. Jennifer, good to have you. Veronica, hello. Vanguard. Vanguard, we don't get political here. And Brandon, I got to kick you out for that. Sorry about your luck. All right. Sai says, I got to go to work. Oh, tomorrow. How long am I staying up? Not too long. And I don't know, a little while, half hour. So yes, no, definitely appreciate it. So definitely have a good day tomorrow. And Molly is here. She is back. So yes, too. Thank you. Not side her high, but strange conspiratorial ideology. He's voluntarily admitted at this point. That's good. So how's it going, Jennifer? So yes, Ryder, I'm about to light some fires. Sean says, can you change a light bulb for me? Okay. Good night. Oh, sleep well, sweetheart. Sleep well. I don't know. Oh, I get it, Kendra. And I did make bagels yesterday, so sleep well. And exactly, Kendra says he's late 60s but has severe PTSD from Korean War and Desert Storm. Was an army helo pilot. Are they sure that it's bipolar, not like CPTSD? That's a real late onset. Does he drink alcohol or do any extracurriculars? So yes, Molly said hi, and they're saying hi back to you. So we got lots of people loving on you. Did I kick Sean out? he was asking if I could, what did he say? It says, hold on. Can I change a light bulb for him? So I just thought it was, see, that's the thing, like Diddy ruins everything. So can I change a light bulb for him? So I put him in timeout. I don't know. I kicked him out. But why is he asking if I can change a light bulb for him? Did Brandon Ways? I don't know. I don't think I can undo it. Yeah. And also, there's no. Alright, so Sean is unhidden now. Are you here, Sean? So what do you mean? Can I change a light bulb for you? Can I change a light bulb for you? Tell me what you mean. No diagnosis yet, but he's had other symptoms previously. He 420 for symptom management, but recently definitely seems manic. Does he drink alcohol? So yes, lots of love to you, Molly. They're saying hello. And Antonio. Jean Hos Praboche Linda. Boche, is that voice? I think. Voice, like you can hear my voice. So good night to you too. Sleep well. And I hope you have a fantastic night. No alcohol, that's good. Any brain injuries? Sometimes closed head injuries was either a football player or any type of injury. Gotta roll. You're tired from camp. Camp will wear you out. I feel you, Antonio. So it was a joke about being tall. Oh, all right. I'm sorry. So Sean, I apologize and thank you, Ryder. Sean, I'm sorry. So we get this troll that comes in here all the time, and I guess I'm a little happy because of it. So my apologies. My apologies. I thought you were, because you don't have a profile picture. So that was 2 red flags. I normally wait for 3, so my apologies. But no, I can't. So good to have you. And I'll be praying for him, Kendra. Did he recently lose a wife or a girlfriend or his parents? Is he financially strapped all of a sudden? Sometimes there's some triggers that can happen. But yeah, it definitely sounds that sometimes the service, they don't really deprogram them to go back out into the world too. How long's he been out of the service? So yes, we can hear. Hi, James. And to answer your question, it was me who didn't eat dinner tonight. It's okay if you don't eat a meal. You gotta remember, you're probably super tired. That's okay. That is okay. And just make sure you drink enough water. There's people who fast quite a while. But you had breakfast and lunch, right? So, no, I got it. I got it. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Thank you. Ali. Hello, Ali. I am doing good tonight. How are you? There's a store. Do you guys have an Ollie's? And thank you. You know who I'm talking to. We have an Ollie's by us. I got, oh, it's not here. It's in my bedroom. Got tons of blankets there. I gave away a bunch of, for Christmas. That was some gifts. I also got like a outdoor, it's like a tiki torch, but it's a radio. It's a solar light. That's also like a Bluetooth speaker. Molly says, but I was hungry for a snack because I needed to take some medicine. Yeah. So make sure you do. If your medicine says, for entertainment purposes only, if your medicine says to eat with it, do you guys know who Perez Hilton is? Am I saying his name right? He was in the hospital. He took some medications and did not take his food with it, and he nearly. What is that sound? do I have that's usually the half-hour warning that I have a one-on-one. New post Google. What was that sound for? I get so many different notifications. Watch, it's Temu telling me I got $50 off. It was ibuprofen that you needed to take. Okay. Molly said, yes, I did eat breakfast and lunch. Yeah, you'll be okay. And Ollie's is good. Do you guys like Ollie's? Apparently. No, actually, it's not a bad joke. I'm just hypersensitive. Normally, I'm not. But it's been like 3 weeks. I don't even know. Ryder, Debbie, how long's it been? Kendra, you would know too. Sean says, no, you're fine. You're fine. So my apologies. So that's on me. That's on me. The air's thinner up here. So, I'm a little... So good to have you. Thank you, Ryder, for saving the day. Ryder says you have a right to be that way because Diddy has ruined a lot. It's so hard to tell now. I know. And I still have other people ticked off at me for, But Kendra, 1 second, Kendra. What is this hidden message? Oh, Ashley. So Kendra says, yes, traumatic brain injury from helo crashes. Oh, helicopter. Is that helicopter? From helicopter crashes, but the manic behavior is new, 2 to 3 months ago. No new identifiable triggers per wife. Do they have mold in their house? Been out 25 years. I met him as an engineer on the railroad when I was a nurse there. I wonder if there's any kind of toxicity going on or any new medications that he might be. Sometimes, I'm guessing, I don't know, but if he's been through that, they might be changing around some medications or something like that. And could you imagine? No. So yes, I do have one-on-ones. How my one-on-ones work is there's a link, and it's like a Zoom call I have to sign into. So, but I had that with my YouTube when we were broadcasting. Skate saved the day. She's like, you're still on YouTube. And her and I have some secrets now. Kendra says it's been out 25 years. Yeah, there's something causing that. How long are the cycles? And that's the thing with mental illness. There are people that get really depressed or really erratic. So it is something to take seriously. And I see you guys. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Renan is in the house. Hello. I saw your pictures. Thank you. You posted some pictures for me. I'm going to have to get a Band-Aid. You guys... can you see my finger? That's like the burn. That's not bad, but it's like starting to get irritated. So I'm going to get a Band-Aid so it doesn't rub through. I actually have some questions, yes, about neuroplasticity and its importance during adolescence. So Sean says, I'm going to get going. You all have a great evening. And thank you for understanding. I'm so sorry about that. So, yes, let me grab a Band-Aid just because it's like irritating me. But we will get into neuroplasticity and the importance of that during adolescents. Feel free to add some more questions. I'll be catching up. Let me just get my Band-Aid, guys. So, Ryder, do you have a more specific? Let's do Rugrats. This is bought for my daughter. This is probably from, probably 1996 or 7. Yeah, skate. So look, is it Rugrats? I should probably sell this on eBay for thousands of dollars. You can't really see it too good. So do you have more specific questions? Then I'll get into the neuroplasticity in adolescence. Also talking about like how narcissists are kind of stuck trying to get that neuroplasticity going. But sleep well, Sean and Ryder. Again, thank you for saving the day. So as you guys see, Kendra is in green because she's a supporter of the channel. So feel free to hit that join button. The more you guys donate, the more that I can spend time with you guys. So Kendra says, oh, entirely under research. Definitely, definitely. Why are they raising the cast to your thigh? But have a wonderful night, Sean, Kendra says. Hernan says, Cuanta pintaste el cabello o es natural, sabes? Mi abuela lo tenía güero su cabello. ¿Tu abuela? My hair? What's cabello? I know pelo in Spanish. Cabello? Is it, see? Cabello. En español. Pelo en español. Cabello? Un otras palabras. In other words. So Sean is saying thank you. Skylar, you gotta behave. That's your warning before I kick you out. Ryder says, that's my thoughts, Kendra, but I feel it's really important thing to study. One sec, let me catch up. I got a lot of messages here. Hold on. A lot of mental health problems stem from youth trauma as well. And sometimes, too, it's overindulgence. So your nose is stuffed up. Oh, Timu might have sent you another wheel. I know. So Molly, sometimes you do get sick from camp, from the extra people, different environments. You're fine, Molly, but it's probably going to be okay. Probably maybe just a little adjustment. Maybe you got some allergies too. But hopefully you feel better. That Timu, that's the biggest narcissist because I don't even do the free giveaways anymore because they make you spend all this time picking stuff out for free and then they want you to spend, and I'm tired of spending $400 a pop to get free stuff. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Me llamo Ryder. Tú eres muy bonita. Gracias. Y tu bonito. Mi novio? Do you need to? You can if you would like to. OMG. Thank you, Derek. You guys are crazy. He can't hardly get a doctor out here in the middle of nowhere. He hasn't seen a doctor in months, much less had med changes. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you can build up a cabello. Okay, that's natural. Y mi agua con rostivo. I don't know. Mi agua naranja con I don't know how you would say it. Okay, so aquí rust. Comprende rust? Naranja? Metal? Rust? Naranja? Cabello? Mi agua con rust. El color es rust color. Comprende? I hope. That's how you teach ESL. Start doing weird stuff. But thank you, Derek. And you do have allergies. That would make some sense. But let's speak some. You don't know. Well, that's a big change for them to go from below the knee to above the knee. What kind of gymnastics? What were you doing when you broke your leg and your arm? Yeah, usually that's hard to do both. He hasn't had any cyclic behavior though. Come to think of it, he has insomnia. Insomnia can make things exacerbated. Weeks of that could definitely cause that behavior. Yeah, it can stimulate that depression and irritable. Thank you, Lulu. So Ryder had a really good question about the neuroplasticity and its importance in adolescence. Hair. Awesome. Awesome. I figured it out. So as we're growing, like we are constantly forming neural pathways. So neuroplasticity, like as we go through different changes, sometimes these connections are lost and it's like overriding it. So in the formation of everything, it's kind of like navigating who you are, what you believe, what your personality is going to be like. So, some we have like genetic predisposition, but we're constantly, even now we have some neuroplasticity, but up until like age 24, 25, 26, the brain is still developing. And they're even saying now that women aren't really fully mature till 32, and boys, you're slacking. It's 41 or 42 for guys. But based on the brain science, it's supposed to be around 25 for the brain, 25, 26. So the neuroplasticity is important. We kind of lack the maturity. So we kind of had that attitude like, fuck you, I can do it on my own, I'm out of here. And we need that to branch away from our parents. Because if we don't have that, it's like, well, I mean, how many of you were like looking forward to being on your own? A lot of us had it, not everybody, but a lot of us, free room and board, telephone in your room if you were lucky. Now you guys got cell phones. What am I talking about? Black and white TV, you guys had it all. 8-track tapes. But we kind of need that immaturity. Because if we were logical, like I am now, like what was I thinking? Like why didn't I just stay home forever? What's the difference between everything? What kind of language? Brazilian. Brazilese, or I can't remember what they said, but Brazilian. I know Spanish, so it's very close. It's very close, but so yeah. So Kentucky, how's it going? First question: how do you think technology and social media affect neuroplasticity in adolescence? How do those habits get started as youth affects? What is glow? Oh, it's my jacket is glowing in my window. How do those habits started as youth affect adulthood as well? So it deals with that like a reward syndrome, kind of like Skinner, B.F. Skinner, and the Training the Rat, like to get rewards. They also, it was really interesting. They have these studies. I don't know what you've studied yet, but it's really interesting that when you take the rats in, it's what was it, a crowded environment? They would constantly try to get cocaine, but if you let them out in their natural environment, they had no desire. They would not go after that. Like, they were just content and weren't even tempted. So this is something for us too, though, that as we heal, we're not going to be tempted to do, heavy drinking. You might do a social toast or whatever, but the more healed you are, you're not even really going to want the alcohol or the drugs. You guys know what I mean? God talking code. So the reward system as a teenager, you got to remember, you're still developing your brain, so you're going to get addicted. You're also like a risk taker, or you don't care, or you think you're, invincible, or that doesn't apply to me. Even though I hear the warnings, it's like whatever, in one ear, out the other. So it's going to mess their reward system balance. So they are either going to not care as much, or they're going to be agitated. If you see kids, if you take their phone away, they start to freak out. Either they'll blow a big time spaz, throwing desks, cussing you out, storming. I mean, even if you're like, I'll give it back to you at the end of class, they lose their minds. Others will just have anxiety, or if their battery's starting to go dead, because that's like their lifeline and they are so addicted to having that. And I think some of you guys, I've kind of had it too, where you're like, why isn't my phone in my hand? Like you know how they say, I feel naked. It's like something is missing. So even just holding the phone in your hand, you know how like people who smoke, they're like, I need to do something with my hands. So it's kind of like that, like, you know, always reaching for it, and just the temptations. Sabes, me gustaron tener un pareja contigo, no sé, de otro país, si se puede, es que quiero mejorar la raza. You're the best. Do I know? Un otro país, los Estados Unidos. Guess what happened yesterday? What happened? A boy asked you out. Oh my goodness. Did you say yes? Yes. So Joy, how old are you? Jamar is here. Yes. Let's see. Joy, how old are you, sweetheart? And shows that dopamine addiction. Oh, dopamine addiction is a real thing, and that's why we become dependent on people too. That's why with the narcissist, with the intermittent reinforcement, and so like our phones too. How many of you have been like scrolling? Let's say you're doing comedy or whatever. You're like, oh, that was funny. Let's say you're watching Matt Rife, and then they pop up with somebody else, and then you go down that rabbit hole, and then you go down a different one, and then you're like, no, I need to like screw everybody else. I'm gonna go back and listen to Matt Rife, and then you're like, but that's not a good video, and so you start searching, like, well that, and you start to become numb. Like, I've already heard this one, or this one's dumb. This one's funny. The next one's gonna be good, and then you're like, nope, that one's not good. I'm gonna go over to this. And it starts causing the flip-flopping too, and you'll see that in relationships too, like, this isn't good enough. Thank you, Derek. Thank you. My follow-up question is, do you think, what did Kendra, so let me read that one more time from Kendra, that age at which trauma has significant impact on an individual are inconsistent. We know trauma can cause issues from infanthood to teen years. So based on when the trauma happens, can have a huge impact too. Like if I caught on fire in high school, I probably would have been devastated, because you're more into your looks than when you're, you know, just turning 5. So basically a 4-year-old. And you know, it probably would have changed, like a lot more self-conscious. And then even just like with my accent back then, I got boned. Kids in high school would have been way more brutal than the neighbors, you know. So yeah, Ryder says I'll sometimes be on social media intending to be on it for just a few minutes and then on for hours. I was on till like 4:30. I fell prey to it too. Ryder says these companies and content creators make money off of dopamine addiction. Yes, and they want you to stay on. And even for like us creators, you know, like how they have all these like competitions and rewards and goals. So you know, they don't say by the end of the year have 50,000 watch hours. They're like, if you have, you know, 1,000 watch hours by this, and I'm just making these up, but you know what I mean. Or get 10 subs by the next 8 days, or have so many people send stars. Like, it's always like trying to get you like, okay, I can do it. And if you achieve it, you get rewarded. So people are just chasing the reward. And then you're like, dang it, I didn't get it. But you get enough to keep you going. If you didn't get any reward, you're like, well, screw this. Like, you know, a lot of times too, they bring it to just unaware, so they don't have to pay out. You try, and so it's like a roller coaster. How many of you have been on roller coasters? You love that excitement, but after a while, you're like, get me off of this. As you get older, you're like, I do not want to do this anymore. And si está bien, nos iríamos de luna de miel donde gustes. Yes, I have de luna de miel. Yes. De luna de miel. Me gusta. Osi. Osi is osi. Y también. También. Sassy says, Cynthia Scrope. I was trying to say something. Oh, Usta. How are you? Let me see what Molly. What happened, Derek? And I've seen that study. It is crazy. Brazilian isn't a language, by the way. Oh, it's Brazilian. Oh, Portuguese. You're right. They do speak Portuguese. Thank you. I know. I was like, what? With the conversation you're talking about the brain, what if you already have a special needs brain? So with special needs brains, they have a little bit more challenges. Maybe they're not as developed or like as deep of connections, but you still have ways to adjust your brain. Excellent question. So I'll tell you what, there's people who, like paralyzed people who doctors told them they'd never walk again. And they're like, you know what, screw you, I'm going to make myself walk. And the determination, everything like that. So even if you have a special needs brain, there's great things that you can accomplish. Your brain will continue to grow and develop and adjust. So there are times, we might have to accept that maybe we can't do certain things. There are people with like dyslexia or dystonia. What is it called when they can't? Dyscalculia. Where you see numbers instead of letters, which is dyslexia, the numbers are all jumbled. So either you have to find adaptations to understand it, or it just might not be for you. But there are other things you can thrive in. So thank you for that, Ryder. You are on point. So never rely on the fact if you have a special needs brain. Just realize you do, and just do your best and keep growing, and you will achieve what is meant for you. All of us have different limitations, but I would never let that put like a ceiling on me where I can't rise above it. So just keep reaching for the stars. And Ryder says, I'll catch up, guys. Dopamine addiction is very dangerous because if one source of dopamine is suddenly reduced, either people will resort to unconventional means, and it can manifest as the same side effects as a real drug addiction. That's how powerful our brains are. So irritability, depression, etc. Perfect comment, because they say it's like withdrawing from drugs. And some even say it's stronger than withdrawing from, like the trauma bond can be more painful. I have to refresh. Did they say 10 times worse than? I don't know, but they said it's worse than the big C. You have a learning disability. Yep, and it doesn't mean that you can't learn. You might need different ways to learn and different supports, but you can still learn, and your brain will still adapt and adjust. So as you're getting different tools to learn, your brain is adapting and growing. So if you have hopefully a good leader or a teacher to help you learn the right way, that's going to be very helpful. And I love that you come on here. Molly has really good questions, and you always want to learn. So I think that's God's gift to you, is you might have a special needs brain, but you're like, no, I'm going to learn. So that's an excellent sign that you're going to grow and succeed. So Victor is here. Yeah, the age does make a difference. And remember how we were talking too, that sometimes it's not always like trauma that causes like narcissism or depression. Did I leave my dog outside? Pops? Dixie. Let me check on Dixie. I had a contractor over, and I don't know if he left her outside. Dixie, Pup. Honey, let me let my dog. Oh, she's okay. Are you okay? Were you crying? Are you okay? Oh, you're so good. It's okay. You okay? Okay. You good? You okay? What's that, guys? It's okay. Alright, she's alright. She was in the house, but I heard a sound. She's laying different than normal, and then she tried rolling over. Like, she was like, she was really struggling. Now I gotta catch up. Stingray, hello. So, nothing. I put mousse in my hair today. Ryder says, my follow-up question is, do you think technology and social media during adolescence are a big portion of the reason why society seems to be tending in a narcissistic direction? Partially because, for one thing, we're limiting our knowledge. Like right now, I get recipes, I get stuff on narcissism. So I'm missing out on this whole world. I don't know about the space. I started going down that rabbit hole, but basically, you know, I don't know about politics, for one thing. They're not really pushing that much through social media. It's on my news. It's catered to me. If I wanted to go down how to be beautiful, that's all I'm going to be fed, and then I'm going to be like, but I did my hair that way and I am beautiful, or whatever. Also, if you like fast cars, so you're going to be, Bugattis or Porsches, whatever is out there, Lamborghinis, you're going to see that, and then you're like, I want that too. I deserve that. So it's going to cause people to be more materialistic, more into looks. They're also going to have comparison issues, like, there's some content creators. I would love to have a husband who is like, yeah, let's do some silly videos together. Like, I'm kind of jealous of that. That would be nice. So if I was like super obsessed, I'd be getting rid of all these guys if they're not content creators, not even giving them a chance, because of the addiction to social media or fame or whatever. So it can cause that at any age, but during adolescence, super impressionable. Image matters at that age. And you also think you're invincible. You can do whatever you want. Like, if I put my mind to it, it'll happen. So they just go after what they want. And there's a lot of things too that we're fed that we didn't, you know, we weren't tempted about, like the Pineapple Society. People might not have ever even had that cross their mind. Now they're like, oh, people can be swingers, that kind of stuff. Um, Bella says, so I was doing a front flip to the front handspring to a back handspring to aerial, and I couldn't get into my back handspring, and I fell onto my ankle, and then I rolled and whacked my arm down. What kind of aerial? Kendra says, oh, Ryder, that's a fantastic question. Could lead to a crazy rabbit hole. I could sit in a room and brainstorm on that topic. Yeah, there's a lot to it. If you want, I can, about 2 more seconds. So yeah, let me know if I answered your question. Ryder says, I know, Kendra, it keeps me up a lot of nights trying to answer. It's the dopamine addiction. And, like if I'm bored, you're just going to sit, like I sit down more. I'll be honest. I sit down more, grab my phone, or I go to upload a video for you guys, a 60-second video, and I'm like, well, I'll just check real quick, and I'm like, oh, what is that? So it turns into a half hour, sometimes 2 hours. So I really have to control myself, where it's like I'm working right now. I am not scrolling. And it's hard because there are times that I try to research, whether it's topics or how other people are presenting things. There's also one lady, kind of worried about it. I get where she's coming from. She's trying to present narcissism. If she gets big, I didn't check how many subscribers she has. She has a way where you will watch her. There's just something about her that makes you watch her. Kind of like it's not really an accent, but it is an accent. It's like a flat effect, but it's not like there's just something where you're like, huh? So you kind of watch it. But like there was one about this. The one I saw today was about the narcissist not supporting you if you want to create your own job. Okay, like work from home opportunity. And the thing is we see all over the place, narcissists quit their jobs, narcissists like to start their own business, narcissists expect you to support them. So then, and it can be the other way, but the arguments behind it is it's more like asking a question. The only thing that might have been narcissistic is saying, well, you need the stability of a job. And it's like kind of advice, and it's up to the other person if they take it or leave it. That's not, I don't think, abuse. Like some of the things that she was saying, I wish I could remember the example. It was about the $6 iced tea type thing. And like she went to a pretend Starbucks and got this iced coffee or iced tea. And the narcissist was like, I thought we were saving money. And she's like, it's only $6. And he's like, but we were saving for vacation. And it's like, oh my gosh, like, what's the big deal? So yeah, she can spend her own money, but if they had an agreement to save the money, that's kind of a slap in his face. But everybody's like, I know, like, oh my God, like if I would spend money on this, they would get so upset. And it's like, well, whether this guy's a narcissist or not, he has feelings. She's kind of betraying the agreement. She could have gone to 7-Eleven and gotten a $2 Coca-Cola instead. But they're all like, screw this person. They're not realizing what their feelings are. So I just see a lot where it's like misguided or half of a story. Oh, and the other one was same lady about the mom, aunt, whoever, I'm assuming it's the mom, told the kid to clean his room. Probably like a middle schooler, maybe high schooler, I don't know. But the mom's going through the garbage and she's like talking to somebody, which her tone made it sound like his sister. I could have been the dad, but it's a pretend person. Um, but she's like, why would he throw out this brand new notebook? And it's not even written in. And this is like a full bag of candy. And what is he thinking? So the mom told him to clean. And then I get it, like, don't micromanage. And, you got to trust them to do stuff or whatever. But like that, her, she spent her money on this stuff and it's just being wasted. So, is that abuse? Do you guys think that it's abuse for them to see all this stuff? Like she could have even donated it, like put out valuable stuff and we'll donate it. DJ, hello, hello. But I wouldn't say that that's narcissism. Um, and if it is, it's, we all have narcissistic traits. If I'm cranky, I don't know. I don't know. I could go on for hours, but Kendra says, right, there are so many pertinent changes that have happened within the same period of time that would affect children, youth, developmentally aged people, and their susceptibility to socially imparted. What are you up to? Sociopathic tendencies. And psychopaths are born, sociopaths are created. And Jack, I'm doing good. You love my hair. Thank you so much. You're so kind. Kendra says it would be so hard to isolate causative changes at this point, at least in any ethically structured study. There's so many different outside factors. We also have to think there's environmental factors. Also, COVID happened and I wonder if they've ever done any studies on kind of like the mid generation where you had your bell bottom hippies and then you had your low ride jeans and then you had like the different, but what about the people who were like in between? Are they better off, worse off? So Ryder says, I'm going to catch up, guys. And Lee, so mucho gusto. Ryder says, I agree, Kendra. Isolating causative changes can be a really dangerous thing, especially for something as serious and complex as that. It's impossible to pin it on one thing. Yeah. And what's interesting, too, is like with some twin studies, you're going to love twin studies. But there are so many narcissists, Luna says. I know. How's it going? Good to have you here. And you have to think, too, that, like overeating and purging back in the day was seen as like royalty, the thing to do. And then it turns into like a mental disorder and so societal changes. It's not healthy to do, but societal changes, it used to be where, like when I was growing up, you wanted the tiny hips. I had big hips and like thick thighs, like I was like butt and thighs and I hated it. Everybody was these little tiny things. Not that I was like fat, but I'm 6'1", with, my hips are a little, I have a tiny waist, but, and then when my daughter's age, they wanted the big butts and, it's like, oh, now like a generation later, but, sometimes too on the generation, do you know what I'm trying to say? So, as far as issues, is that the way my parents raised me or is that society at that time? So it was kind of traumatic for me. Not terrible, but you know what I mean. But yeah, Luna, do you guys agree? Do people seem more narcissistic, or I think it's seeming that they're more sociopathic, or maybe the dark triad, but Wider says we as humans are not even a result of one experience. We are the result of many complex experiences that shape who we are. I agree. How do you guys feel? We're going to open it up. And Debbie, I'd like you to weigh in too if you're still here. But how do you guys feel about like demons, you know? Um, I think there's spiritual warfare. And I don't know. I think this is the thing I've been trying to process or like how to word it. You know, like when they talk about these portals, they sound all like, "What are you talking about?" Um, can you guys hear the wind? Talking about. Oh, let's go outside. Here we go. Is it raining? Okay, let's see how windy it is. Well, I'm not in the wind. Let's see. I love it. I love it. All right. Yeah, we're getting a storm. Storm is coming. That was fun. Yeah, you could hear it coming, but you got to remember, when my house got hit by the tornado, it just came right across the lake. Come here, Dixie. Were you guys able to see that? How windy it was? Pops, it kind of left my hair. I kind of like the style now. Maybe that's how I should do it. All right, let me catch up. Sorry, I just heard the wind. I'm like, I gotta go outside. But explain ethnic society. Different different expectations within different ethnicities. Whether you're urban, whether you're from a different country, different religion. So if I got, let's say, forced into a marriage at age 16, I might be like, oh, I guess, that's how it's going to be. And I might not be traumatized by it. But in American culture, you're going to be like, what the fuck? There's no way, So also, like, desperation, like, thank God he picked me. I'm 16, but I wouldn't have anybody take care of me. Like, I'm so lucky this 80-year-old man. But here you're like, I'll just get on social service. There's no way am I going to be with them. So Jason, you hope my day is as bright as my smile. We just got back inside from the windstorm. So Kendra says, Ryder, it reminds me that many things we see as advantages cause unintended consequences that aren't noted much until later. Yes. You like my hair? Thank you. Did you see it blowing in the wind? Were you guys able to see that? Ryder says, in the moment, advantages can seem like they are for the good of a system in the facet, but in reality, in time, the negative consequences that result from it can have us questioning if whether they were really advantages all along, more like temporary distractions or satisfactions that have destructive long-term effects. So I have a friend. This is the one that I'm not talking to anymore because she became so entitled that we're not even friends anymore. She's on disability, and she, like I've told you how I've like tried to get her jobs where you can log in for 2 minutes a day. You can log in 2 minutes a year, but it's like $16 an hour. Not a ton of money, but when you're about to, she keeps calling me to borrow money. She's about to like lose everything, whatever, on and on and on. And so she's on disability. And because she has disability, she won't get a job. So she is stuck with an abusive person, where, I mean, he tried to unalive her, choked her out. She called the police, and then she's like, but I need him to pay his portion of the bill, so she's still with him. And he tried, you know. There are jobs she could do. She's a beautiful, beautiful voice. She's very intelligent, but, she just sits around, and she's not getting the exercise that you would get, like, at a job. So it's just making her more disabled because she's having muscle atrophy and all that kind of stuff, So, oh, you were doing a front aerial. Oh my goodness. Ouch. So, do you know what kind of material they made your cast out of? Kendra says, Ryder, my old age has taught me that anything that seems like a shortcut will almost certainly have a negative effect somehow, in some way. That's right. Soul and Steady wins the race, and when you start cutting corners, I get it. There may be a straighter path to something, but shortcuts always have consequences. I'm going to show that. I don't know why it hit it. Because you're correct. Ryder says, very true, Kendra. Shortcuts are often presented in an appealing light as something that makes things easier, but the cost of walking down that road is something that would have individuals longing to turn back and just take the longer route once they realize what it took from them or turned them into. And, you think about the cliff notes. It might get you by. To where, like if your whole life is like cliff notes where you're taking shortcuts on everything, you're going to get by, You might fail, but a lot of times you can get by, but you're missing out on the fullness of it, the enrichment of doing it the right way. So, yeah, I agree. Perfect. You retracted your message. Oh my goodness. Ryder says, and the effects can not only be profound for them, but it can be generational. Families can be torn apart as a consequence of those early habits and choices from long ago. That is true. And that's pretty sad that happens, but that is definitely a truth. Hello, Don. How are you? So, Jason, what was your weekend like? You guys want to go outside again? I don't know. I'm about ready to... It's super windy. I don't know what the local news is. The phone should alert me, but it didn't last time. What do you guys think? We've had a lot of tornadoes lately. Sorry, I'm listening to the storm. So Ryder says, and not only can those tendencies be carried genetically, but also behaviorally. For example, narcissistic parent or parents that utilize unhealthy and damaging parenting techniques and methods can influence a young child or teen's brain and behavioral tendencies. Then they decide to form relationships that might carry those same habits with them unintentionally that can last for generations. So sometimes they'll overcompensate. So, let's say you grew up and you were spanked and you're like, I am not going to spank my kid. I'm going to take him out for ice cream and we're going to talk about it. And then we're going to go to the park and whatever. So you're like overcompensating. So it's almost like a reward. Like, you were spanked and you hated it. So you're like, I am not going to traumatize my kid. I'm going to show them the utmost love. And then the kid's going to become conditioned. Where's my treat? Or like they did at the Love School that I worked at, where they got to walk out and get popcorn. They just wanted popcorn, so they just kept leaving class. So Debbie is here. Nobody said anything. You guys didn't see me out there in the tornado? So good. I'm glad you're still here. Whoa, what's happening? Did you see me outside? Demons. Okay. Hair looks bomb when I was out there. So the ethnicities and context to the chat. So I did say whether, the different religions and things like that, and areas where they live and different belief systems. Also times of, centuries and all that. Ryder says it might only seem like the norm for them if they don't know that it was actually unhealthy. Yeah, a lot of times, just like back in the day, it was the norm to be beautiful, to put that white makeup on, and that would, like, who is it, Marie Antoinette or whoever, that was like lead, like poison. But it's kind of like that, where you're like, oh, that's the utmost standard for beauty or for life or for when people would overeat, that it was the norm, but it was causing damages to their heart and possibly like diabetes. So what is the demon conversation? One sec, Luna. Debbie says, I'm not afraid of demons because I am close to my God and his son, Jesus Christ. Amen to that. So you guys have some great insights and stuff. And Jan, hello. So demons, 15%. I'm going to have to get my charger in a second. I do believe there's spiritual warfare, and, I try not to talk about it too much, but I'm at the point where it's like we need to talk about it because there is something out there. And I think that temptations and, so I started giving the example of, let's say I just watch horror films, and then I got to get my charger. So I'm watching horror films. Not a big deal, right? But the people are like, your TV screen is a portal and yada yada, and you're like, what are you talking about? But if I watch that, and then something crashes or whatever, and I'm like, what's going on? And so I start getting like paranoid, or with the wind going, now I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? I remember this, and then so I'm starting to get paranoid. And then let's say my pretend boyfriend surprises me with a birthday surprise. So he's always come over after work, whatever. So he like sneaks in a half hour early to surprise me. I'm freaking out because of the horror shows. I think he's going to attack me and unalive me, so I unalive him. All these little things where if I didn't watch that show, it's kind of like a chain of reaction. Does that make sense? And then that's the goal of the demon. And you're like, it's just a TV show. It's just a movie. But what do you guys think about that? You left momentarily. Oh my goodness. Noodles. Are you talking about my hair? What do you mean noodles? That's what you're having? When you live by the lake, it's always going to be worse. That is true. And I didn't realize that, but that is true. Oh, when I love how that feels. I would love to just go out there and dance. So, baseball GOAT, greatest of all time. Yes, I am a believer in Jesus Christ. How about you? So good, you saw me. And Debbie says I don't watch horror movies. I don't either. And, oh, you're making noodles. Okay. All right. Let me get my charger, or this will die on us. It's just right here, though. This might be easy. Nah. I'll move the couch. Ah! Just pinches my arm. There we go. All right. What kind of noodles? Noodles are delicious. And what time is it? 12:30. We can talk a little longer. And Renana, you still there? KRS in Sukasa. Terry is here. So, if you want to go outside and dance, go ahead. If you get struck by lightning, you will do more than dance. What is that in there? The electric slide. Skate says it's spicy chicken noodles, but I have some beef in there and corn. I bet that's good. I actually like ramen noodles. I do. I don't eat them though because of the salt. I mean, I will, like if I come over to your house and you serve them, but there's a place here that is like a ramen noodle place. You guys have any of those? I know years ago, my friend's son wanted to make like a noodle place and all different kinds of ramen noodles. I have a hoodie and I have a blanket of ramen noodles. You are set. You are ready for the evening. That's cool. So the blanket looks like ramen noodles? Noodles and Company. I've never been to Noodles and Company. Oh, I thought I changed the font. The font is big again. Oh, it's because it's on a different phone. Here it's good. I changed it. What kind? Noodles and Company. What was? Oh, maybe I have been there. Yes, I think I had macaroni and cheese. I don't know. I think I went there and I had macaroni and cheese and it was just okay. Have you guys had macaroni and cheese from there? I think in Tennessee I went there one time with my daughter. But that is cool. I've never seen the hoodie. I've seen the blanket Skate. Skate says one time I got scared because there was a car that slowed down right next to me, but they were just trying to tell me they liked my hoodie. Yes, it has chicken noodles on it and says ramen. Very cool. Is the blanket nice and comfy? Oh, the other thing I did is I changed my furnace filter. I need, this is, I don't have a pen. Remind me, I need to get a fire alarm. I don't think I have any fire alarms here. So that's kind of cool. They're like trying to compliment you, and not cool that you were scared though. And Dennis says, excellent book to deal with trauma. One that I'm writing. Depends on what kind of trauma, but There's a Hole in My Love Cup is a really good book. Let me show it to you. Let me go grab it. They also have an accompanying workbook. Depends on what kind of trauma though. This is for relational trauma. And then really the Bible, to be honest with you. If you really, I have, it's right here. This is a really good book too. Okay, so I will show you the trauma books. But this, the complete guide to the Bible, has like a breakdown on the history and all that stuff. It's really good for research. But this is, I did a podcast with Badass Counseling. And there's a hole in my love cup and also a workbook. But if you are struggling with it, we have this new app. It's only $47 a month. You get 24/7 access to interactive like worksheets and different types of healing techniques and tips. Also full video library and resources. Also group sessions, workshops, master classes, and an AI voice coach that's trained in my knowledge with my voice. So 24/7 you can ask questions, you can text and chat with me, and also schedule one-on-one. So right now it's only $47 a month if you're really serious. Because I know a lot of people have bought this book, and sometimes it's pretty powerful. People are like, I'm stuck. That they have a hard time with some of the exercises because it does go deep, you know, but it's an excellent book. So I endorse these. I do not get a commission off of them. But I did do a podcast with him. But my suggestion is try, at least sign up for the free masterclass. So we do have a free masterclass. Link is in the bio. I know, Ryder, I should have put it. But the link is in the bio to sign up for the free masterclass. Definitely do that. And if you're really serious about healing, sign up for the app, and we'll get you all taken care of. And you can cancel it anytime, but it's for those who are tired of, the years of ruminating, or, feeling less than, or questioning, or the why me, and I'll help you through it. You can heal so much quicker. You're going to start seeing results in the first week. So I'm currently reading the Body Keeps Score. That's a good one. What's your take on it? What is your take on it? But I think if you feel like you're searching or something is missing, sometimes it's spiritual, in my opinion. But Casey is here. I'd like to know how you like the Body Keeps Score, because it does. We just had a master class on that on last 2 Fridays, because trauma is held in the body. So at least sign up for the free master class. I would love to see you Friday night. And Cynthia, I had a Sprite today, and I pulled the pop can tab off, and I was bored on the ride as a passenger, and I pulled the tab off, and it cut your finger, and it bled for 10 to 15 minutes. It hurt so bad. Oh my gosh. And to top it off, I have a sinus infection, so my weekend wasn't so good. I just put on my Band-Aid. I'm down to 1. I had 3 Band-Aids on, so I get it. 10 to 15 minutes, though, that's a long time just from that pull tab. And a sinus infection. I know this morning I woke up and I don't know, I felt all dizzy, like vertigo type stuff, so I get it. Mine's probably my sinuses too. Oh my goodness. Do you think you're sick, or is it just going to stay there and go away? But Casey says, where's Dixie? Maybe she could help my sinus infection feel better. Come on, good pup. I think she's like she is out. We had company working on the house, so I'll pray for you, Casey. Yes, thank you for that, Skate. And also pray for the people who are struggling. I'm glad that you asked about the book that I suggest. This is a good book. Or do the masterclass, which is free. We also have a Soul Survivor School, which is a free community. Kendra has become a member of the YouTube channel. So when you guys support me in that way, you get extra attention. And I'm still waiting to set up a one-on-one. If you sign up now, you get a free one-on-one. So, but Casey says, thanks, Skate. I wasn't too big of a cut. It wasn't. That's good. Thankfully, yes. And Casey says, you're awesome. Always awesome. And Cuban Power is here. AI Summary says, discussing the challenges of shortcuts in life and their consequences. So true. And an app, share your thoughts. Any trolls lately? Yeah, we're kind of just ignoring them, and they're not as bad. Oh, I saw you retract that. Oh my goodness. Why are you retracting so much? You didn't say anything wrong. Skate says soda cans can be evil sometimes. That's right. They will attack you no matter how kind you were to them. But, that's no... At least you weren't driving. That would have been bad. I had a spider. Have you guys ever had a spider while you're driving? Come and land on you? That's terrible. No, thank you. Casey says, I'm retracting as always, so there's more room for other chats to be seen in case more join. You were so sweet. I appreciate that, Casey. Go ahead and leave them, though. That way, during replay, people can see them. So it is okay. It is okay. But either way, Skate says, so does yes. But it is, what time is it now? 12:34. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've only driven a few times. Every time was a 10 out of 10. Oh. Good for you. Do you like driving? Casey says no, but somehow a mouse got in while I was driving. It scared the heck out of me. Almost crashed. I bet. A mouse. Oh, I couldn't imagine. Oh, wow. Hamilton. Skate says, yeah, Casey, people watching the replay are going to think I'm crazy. I don't know how the mouse got in. Probably through like the engine component or I don't even know. You would think it would be sealed off. Yeah, probably through the like up into the engine and then through down into your dashboard and then into your car. I love driving. I'm really good at it. There you go. Yep. Got him. You saw that. I'm like, yep. Not even going to acknowledge it. Jason is in the house. You missed it. Do you see my hair? That's how they got the space hair. We went outside. We were having a storm. And I went outside in the wind. You could see just how violent the wind was. But good to have you here, Jason. Mr. June 16th. I don't know why I remember your birthday, but it's ingrained in my head. Debbie says, my sister-in-law got a spider bite while they were camping on her hand, and it turned green and purple. Had to go to the doctor. It took a long time to get rid of it. Ooh. I know I got bit by... Jason, have you ever been bit by a brown recluse? I have. And it starts eating a hole, but purple and green. Ooh. Do they know what kind of spider? There's a new spider, I think in Michigan. It's like huge. I haven't seen it yet. But Casey, thanks for popping in. And good night. Always good to have you here. I know, Skate's like, why, Casey? Why are you leaving? So Talon House says you're so sweet. No, I have not. Oh, good, good. That actually hurts. You know, this little, you can see the fang marks too. But yeah, I just started eating a hole in my leg. Crazy. No, but the palm of her hand kept peeling. Yeah, it was super itchy too. Interesting. So, what did you do this weekend, Mr. Sir? We're fixing up the house. I had my contractor friend come over and got the door frame put in, the fireplace fixed. We're fixing, you know how girls buy too many clothes. It tore down the closet, so we're reinforcing and putting back up the shelving because I want to paint up there. And got some more trim for my bedroom. We're going to shave down some doors so it goes over the carpet nicely. And I think the painting is... Oh, and I'm getting electrical put in tomorrow. So, and eco. I try to be sweet, Jason. Saying I was once bitten by a cobra. So somehow it was neutralized. I don't know. Casey says, oh yeah, Debbie, I'm just logging off anyways. Good night to you. Yeah, it is, 12:40 in the morning. So Zach is here. Message retracted. Oh my goodness. It's okay to leave them there. It is. So Ryder is asking where you're from, saying, Forrest says, I was raised by wolves. Well, at least you got powers. Tall and Jason. I mowed about 20 acres. How many acres of your grass? How about what? Wait, where'd you move? You were in Florida, and then I think you did say, what state are you in? Jason, what state are you in? Can I have a couple acres and I'll come live down there? What did you plant? North Carolina. Oh. Okay. Do you like that better? I'm sorry I don't remember that. I remember something about it, but um, flowers and food stuff. So is this like a farm or is it a personal, your own personal plantation? I bet it's beautiful though. He went from I know. Yeah. So personal home. Good for you. 20 acres. Wow. That is awesome. I'm very happy for you. I bet that's beautiful. Uh, you have 3 ponds. Oh my gosh. Oh, good for you. Good for you. Ah, I'm so happy for you. Is it a lot of work? A lot of upkeep? That is wonderful. So, Skate, do you know who the Deadpool killer is? When we were hi Michael, when we're talking about Wade Wilson, because I know like the Deadpool, was it Marvel? Way too much. Did you need me to move there to help you? Um, so Wade Wilson, do you know who I'm talking about? LOL. So Jason is a dismissive avoidant. And I have rejection sensitive dysphoria. I love it. Thank you for the content, fucker. um, Deadpool killer, yeah, that's dead. Okay, so Deadpool, the red and black person, is a character. So I'm not talking about the character. The character, you take his nickname because the character Dead Red and Black Man, his real name is Wade Wilson in the movie, but there's a real life person named Wade Wilson. Because they had the same name, they took the nickname and gave it to the killer. Does that make sense? So yeah, and he's got like tattoos, like the like stitches. And he's got am I allowed to even say swastika? And then this side is supposed to be like a somebody said like a skull, like the skull, and this part's his face. But watch out. Okay. Oh, I know. You were like, he's cool. Like, what? There's a lot of girls in love with him, though. But yeah, he went to a bar with his girlfriend, and then he wanted to stay. So he ended up going home with another girl and did the naughty. And so supposedly it was like a really good evening, consensual, whatever. And then he choked her and unalived her, and then he left. And it was just a couple hours later, he asked a lady for a ride, um, and then he choked her, threw her out of the car. She wasn't unalived yet, so he ran her over with a car, um, like several times, and like I don't want to traumatize you, but he unalived her too, and he's like, I don't know, I just did it. So, but he's good looking and looks like Jason. Huh? He kind of looks like you, Jason. Not really. Jason's cuter. He's doing, yeah, I see that too. Uh-oh. No tattoos. Well, do you have tattoos? I'm just talking like do you know who the Wade Wilson is? I'm just saying don't get the stitches tattoos. Do you have tattoos? I'm trying to remember. I think you do, don't you? Yeah. But they're not like big huge ones. Yeah. Jason, uh he's got Cindy right here. He spelled it wrong. It looks like Lisa, but he wrote Cindy. One on my back and arm. I thought you did. Okay. I did a video on Wade Wilson right on your channel. Yes, I did. So there is a video, Why Women Love. It's called hybristophilia, when people, usually women, are in love with like criminals or the bad boys. So Instagram has traumatized me with reality. No need to worry about me. I know, isn't that the truth? Ryder's heard of that story, so yeah. Best Halloween with Wade Wilson. Ringo, hello. You were Deadpool, the character for Halloween. Oh my goodness. So it was two women. It was two women he killed. I never talk like what? Never talk like what? I do have a dark female angel on my back. Looks like you. Did I see that one? I have like this image. It's just been so many years. I had this image though. Phenomenon. Do. Phenomenon. Do you guys remember the Muppets? Phenomenon. um, about felons? I've never talked about felons. Yes. I can picture it. It's like I see it. I just gotta make sure it's the right one. So you gotta come over so I can make sure it's the same image. As far as me going dark, I do have a dark female angel. Are you talking about Jason's tattoo? So just so you guys know, I got 3 platforms open. So am I interested to learn Kung Fu for self-defense? I have a friend who is like, I did some, Joel Chapman, if you look him up, he does Tai Chi and Kung Fu. And so, yeah, I have somebody training me. Ryder says, sobristophilia is a weird thing to me, definitely rooted in trauma and need for control or dominance in their life. No, I think it's more they like the submission. They like depends. I mean, you can always twist things different ways. Control how? What do you mean by for them to have control? Maybe some rebellion against like being the good person, living vicariously. Um, Sometimes it's just adrenaline rush. It's a sexual attraction. Uh, but still hard to pin down. Seems complex as well. Um, so the need for control. I mean, we can say the need to control what I want. You tell me I can't date a bad boy, I can. So that kind of control. But it's almost like you get a kick out of like. And there's another person too who said it where, like back in the day, the men would go out and protect and hunt and all that stuff, and they couldn't really care. It's like I saved our property. I took so and so and out and fuck them. I'll do the same to the next person that comes terrorizing us. So women back in the day are like, he can take care of business. I need a man like that. So that was survival back then. Now we have the police department, but so it's something like that too. But Amelia, $50 an hour. What are you talking about, Ringo? It's $47 an hour, or $47 for the month. You have to go to the extent to better a situation sometimes. Very true. Ryder says, yeah, good point. When I say need to control, I mean allowing the admirer to feel safe, power, and secure in a relationship that is fundamentally dangerous. Vicarious control. Yeah, okay, I see what you mean. So they feel powerful because they are powerful. They feel safe because that person's a badass. Um, so yeah, but yeah, we have to. I don't care. I know what you mean now, or we can clarify. But with your papers, make sure that they understand you meant it that way. But a lot of it too is just like whatever. He's hot. I want to fuck. Some people are just like, whatever, and a lot of times too, those type of men are, you know, kind of in pursuit. And so they'll tell you how beautiful you are, or, sometimes even just that physical touch can kind of get your hormones going. And thank you, Chris. You're so kind. So yeah, but you are extremely intelligent. You add a lot to the channel. I'm very thankful for you here. But hybristophilia, and it also gives you something to talk about. How they talk about like the chaos. So if I'm like, oh, I'm dating the guy, the youth pastor at my church, you're like, okay, well, and praise the Lord, da da da. Or I'm like, man, like you're not gonna believe what my boyfriend did. My boyfriend, and yeah, and then he said this, and they came up to us, and it was like, what the fuck? So we ended up hopping, so it's a lot different too, where you get that adrenaline and the attention is on you because your friends are like, and even if they're like, girl, you're crazy, what are you thinking? And then you're like, I don't know, I'll just keep talking, and the attention's on me, you know. I'm the one who's grateful. Aw, we both are. We both are. I think we should celebrate with a piece of candy. And thicker. Um, oh, wait till you see the hidden ones. Start your own channel. You'll see some hidden ones. Yeah. That is one thing that I don't want to say it's fun that my feed's going to be flooded with. What happened to my storm? Guys, I survived the storm. I like falling asleep to the storm. So, Jason, what's the weather in North Carolina right now? What is the weather like? And do you like it better than Florida? It's probably, well, I don't know. Beautiful 75. Do you like North Carolina? North Carolina's more laid back. I love the Carolinas. I was real close. Is Molly asleep? I think so. By far. You probably got I'm not going to ask you personal stuff, but did you get like a really good deal on the property, or is it kind of going rate? I know some areas you can get a lot more. I'm pretty lucky where I moved for what I paid for my lake house. It's pretty. It's like I paid for the house, but I got a free lake, and I got quite a bit of property that way. Ryder says, I don't think I heard you say fall asleep to the sound of my words. That's why I asked. I did. And am I good at projects? What kind of projects? You're going to take a shower. All right, Skate. So good to have you in chat. Enjoy your shower, and I will see you tomorrow. But yeah, right, I did say that. Sometimes. Oh, do you really? Aww. So either this is a compliment, everybody's loving the sound of my voice. Sarah does it too. Or you guys are like, is she going to shut up? You need help on this project for my class. It's about yawning. So Ricky, this is interesting that psychopaths and sociopaths, if you yawn, especially psychopaths, they won't yawn back. A lot of people will yawn back and forth. I can't because I have ADHD, so when I hear Cynthia talk, my mind always perks up. I can't sleep to music. And Tortuga, hello. Soothing voice, like a vocal hug. Aw. Well, there's an extra big hug for you. You're really... Ricky is insinuated something inappropriate. Hey, Chris. See, skate. Let me see. What did Ricky say? I don't know. What did Ricky say? Yeah, good point. What did Ricky say? Hasamal, you have to go to the extent to better a situation. And that's true. That is true. I agree. Ringo, I don't know what you mean by $50 an hour. Yes. Are you talking about a one-on-one? You would like to do a one-on-one? I could even be staring at the wall and I'll go down a rabbit hole in my head and can't fall asleep for hours. I get it. And then do you ever do this? Like, don't think about anything. Don't think about anything. But I'm thinking about not thinking anything. But I need to not think about anything. Don't think about anything. This isn't working. Breathe, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. I have to like hold my breath sometimes, like, and then it's quieter. But you can't do that too long because then you'll pass out. But and I don't do it till like like 40, 50, 900 seconds. It's just like 10, 15 seconds, probably 20. Ryder says, yeah, it's like the whole exercise of telling yourself not to think about an elephant, and then that's all you can think about. Yeah, because how many of you have thought about an elephant today? Now you've thought about it. You can even visualize it. How many of you visualize that? If I say elephant, if I say pink elephant, can you visualize that? This is my exact thought process. I get it. I get it. And I start freaking out when, because I sleep through alarms. And then I start panicking, like, do I go to sleep? I'm going to be too tired, and that's when I sleep through my alarms. And then I keep myself up longer. But if it's like within the last 1 or 2 hours before you need to get up, I'm like, I can't. I'll sleep through alarms. And then you're like, wasted the whole night, laid there trying to sleep. I don't see it. But thank you, Chris. I don't see his name. Did I already get rid of him? You mean Ringo? Or Rhodey? Ryder says, me, I'm 100%. Oops. I have sorted through memories. Oh, there we go. So I searched for them online because they were really good, but it turns out it was all in my head and I had created it while reading books. It was so vivid, I couldn't tell the difference. Hi, Scott. Good to have you. There's some where you're like, I don't know. Like, did this happen? Like, did I do that? Did I not do it? Like, have you guys ever had dreams like that where it seems like no doubt, but then you're like, like let's say, I don't know, I was at like a basketball game in California, and that was last night, and you're like, there's no way that's possible, because I'm, in Michigan or Indiana. There's no way it's possible, but it seems so real, I've had some that were extremely real, so that's crazy. Whoa. I'm caught. There you go. So hit that like button for me, guys. And there we go. Aw, I look like Adam Sandler, Jack and Jill lady. Is that good? I don't know. Who was that? I'll take it as a compliment, I think. So Ryder, who is that? So yes, skate. Enjoy your shower. I don't see where that is though, Ryder. Now I want to look. Jack and Jill lady. Who played her? Do you know her name? Oh. Oh, I probably just, yeah, sometimes I just ignore it. Oh. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I just went on and answered it about sociopaths and psychopaths. So, yeah, I see it. Yep. Auditory wise, I did that as a kid. Then I realized that I'm very visual learner. I have to be watching something or someone when learning or struggle auditory wise. Um, a visual learner. Okay. Do you kind of like just drift off? You need to keep your focus. That's probably why. It makes sense with ADHD. Um, I can handle it perfectly. Yeah, that's just, I'll give them an answer, you know. Uh, and, you know, that way if they were serious, then they got some information. If they weren't, they're like, that sucks. That definitely makes sense if you have like ADHD. Uh, there, you know, some people use touch to learn. Some people use sound, taste. You know, like when we're babies, we use taste a lot. But Ryder says, yeah, exactly. My brain wanders off when I'm listening to things. Podcasts are my downfall for that reason. It takes, it can help taking notes too. And even get creative, like draw little boxes or, you know, this note is in a heart, this one's in a triangle. Um, to kind of keep you focused. Like I got listen, put down, listen, put down, listen, put down. Make it a challenge, you know, draw like a rainbow and have your first topic this way, the second top, you know, key fact, and get creative with it. So you like my glasses? Thank you. Thank you, Elliot. How are you? And it is 1 in the morning. Anybody have to go to work tomorrow? Do I have any advice on note taking? So for me, let me see. Should I show you some of my notes? Do I still have them? I threw out a lot. Let me show you. You want to see my notes? I know when I was in law school, we would do like plaintiff and defendant was a triangle. So you didn't have to write out defendant or DEF. It's just a triangle. Sometimes, or, you know, PRN as needed, like nursing lingo. That might help you, Ryder, if you learn like some nursing lingo, like um, NPO, nothing by mouth. That's usually for medications, but like the degree sign, like 1 degree is 1 hour. So you can do little tips and tricks that way. There is shorthand. I've never studied shorthand, but if you look at my writing, it's pretty interesting, especially in nursing and law school. I write really quick. It's almost like hard for other people, but try to get little shortcuts, that little codes for yourself, you know, and color code things can help. Um, you know, if you have ADHD, you probably like a brand new notebook and take good care of it, you know. Get colored pens, that can be fun. So, but yeah, especially for lectures, I have the tendency to want to write everything down, but then I end up giving up and losing out on real important notes. That's hard. Lectures can be hard. I write really fast. I like you. I, I, and you can train yourself too. You know, whether just watch the news. That way you're learning, or watch one of those. Do it as a challenge. So I don't know about your school, but my school would have us watch all these different videos and just write it down. You know, hi, I'm Katie from such and such network. Da 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 da, and just write out every word. Uh, you know, but just for speed to try to keep up. If you miss something, then you know, do something that'll help you learn, but that is not crucial. That way you can keep writing, writing, writing. Yeah, I also get like a little celebration. Like when I would write on both sides of the paper, it would start to crinkle. Like I loved that if you write really close together and hard. Have you guys ever done that? Like, I love that. I used to just write ABCD over and over and over and over. But yeah, just work on the speed and maybe take some shortcuts. I have found, and then that's going to help you too in practice. Hi, Lorraine and Elliot. I'm doing good, Lorraine. How was your weekend? Debbie says I'm retired, and oh my goodness, Elliot. I've always written very small. My mom made fun of me a lot growing up because it was so hard to read. Ah, are you kind of closed off? Are you a little? You're not here. Are you shy in real life? Shy and organized. Let's see about. Are you shy and? I don't know if organized is the right word. Attention to detail. Are you? Not good. New Jersey. Well, okay. I should have said introverted. That's kind of what I mean. Because yeah, you're definitely chatting with us. Introvert's a better word. But did you notice how I said kind of inward, not outward? I am very attentive to detail. See, guys, I have a gift. I said shy. I should have said introverted, but you know what I mean. But I guessed it just on your writing. New Jersey or New York accent. Oh, that's why. Don't let what? Oh my goodness. I'm a bag of nuts. You can't even tell me where I'm from. I'm not from New York or New Jersey. How do I do that? I'm very good. At what? How did I guess that? And Fallon is here. And Sarah is here. How are you, Sarah? You missed it. We were out in the wind and my hair was all blowing. You had to watch it repeat. It was like all over. This is why everyone who needs help needs to sign up for your course. So as we go through this stuff, though, it does. I like these opportunities to show you that, like, yeah, I do know what I'm talking about, because there's ways that, like I think I extended my healing, and maybe that was God's purpose in it. Over analyzing everything, the walking on the eggshells, and also some of the stuff like going to law school, going to nursing school, where you had to like really pay attention to details and facts and all that kind of stuff. But like also my ex was a state trooper, and learning from, and my initial degree is in criminal justice. So seeing like body language and word patterns, and even just like recalling like when somebody lied to me and the red flags. So that was spot on. Seems like a God-given gift. You have a way of seeing and empathizing with people that is very powerful, Cynthia. Thank you. So I'm going to challenge you guys to kind of help me grow, and watch a few seconds, few minutes of a video and comment. The more you guys do that, that helps. So I know you guys are in live chat, but if you see a video, share it, comment 5 or 6 words. It doesn't matter what you say. You can even say, well, this one sucked, try again. But, if somebody writes you a letter, a lot of times I can see what the hidden meaning is between it. Just like on the video that I was talking to you about earlier, about those 3 videos that lady did. I can tell you right now, and I haven't even researched her, with 99% accuracy, she's traumatized by her parents. I don't know which one. It could be the mother. I've only seen a few of her videos, but the fact that it's not quite educational, because I think she's coming from her perspective of hurt. So yeah, I will definitely comment more. Do I have any new videos? That was, I know it was loud. Did you see me like, um, you write poetry. Oh, good for you. That can be soothing. What genre or what type of poetry? Just whatever comes to your mind, or dark or uplifting or mystical or just anything. Travis. But so seeing through like her message, you have to take with a grain of salt because it's kind of like clouded, if that makes sense. So Kermit is here. Where do you? Am I not seeing all these messages? Why, Ryder? Where do you see Kermit? Where do you see Kermit? How come I don't see Kermit? Hi, Kermit. How are you seeing people? See, that's the thing. Like, he left. Oh. You scared him away. Where am I from? The police are here. I write about everything. I love that. Yeah, poetry can be hard. Do you do like the structure, or you just kind of like free flow? No, you're fine. You joined for a little bit. No, don't worry about it. I'm doing good, Sarah. Doing good. We're getting the house fixed up so you can come visit me this summer. And yeah, just doing the master classes. Sign up for the link in the bio for a master class. You get freebies. And I'd love to have you join too, Sarah. But just chugging along and teaching online. And also, I had a request today to work with a youth. So I'm expanding now to children and adults. We're going big. We're going big. Travis made an interesting comment. New Jersey. So Michigan and Indiana. And I've done some traveling. I've been to New Jersey. I had cheer camp at Rutgers when I went to Wayne State University. I was a cheerleader there. And you're very emotional. And that's a passion, you know, let it out. And yeah, sometimes it's good to it's like a way of expelling and expressing, and good for you. Good for you. I know some people do like that iambic pentameter and all that kind of stuff. I've done that, and it's like, for me, that kind, you're more focused on the, I would rather do just more free-flowing, but I give people credit that do the structured ones. That's, Ryder says that's very similar to me, Lorraine. I'm the same way when it comes to piano and music. I saw, again, I'm supposed to be getting an organ donation, but like the piano organ. I'm so excited. So there should be a really nice organ coming here soon. So we shall see. But I'm doing good, Sarah. Just kind of chit-chat. And I wish I shrunk the font on this phone, but I forgot this phone is large. So when I'm talking to you, are the words over my face? How dumb is that? So they're good here. This one I gotta switch the font. I don't think I can do it while I'm in chat. Let's see. It'd be nice if I could. Stickers, enhanced text. Let me see if I can change this a little bit. Oh, wait. I was in a slow connection. Start typing. Stickers. Viewers will see updates to your stickers when you apply them. Let me see this. What is the sticker? The words are over my face. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'll have to adjust the settings. How dumb. I could lower it, but then it like throws everything off. Ah, there. I should have done that a while ago. At least you can see my face. We got Dixie over here. Some people are funny. There you go. Do I play music? So right there is my piano and my harmonica. Is that still out here? I played clarinet and oboe. Come here, Dixie. Pops. She's got this cough. What is this cough from? But I need to get back into it. I haven't practiced in a long time. But what about you guys? Come here, Dixie. Dixie, come on. Thank you. Come on. So some people are funny, some are not. Some need to go back to the candy shop. Aw, thank you, no name. Honey, come here. Dixie, come here. Mi perro. Aquí. Gracias. Come here. Up, up, up. Oh, are you okay? Are you good? Come here. I don't know. She's breathing heavy. Are you breathing heavy? She got the zoomies today. She never gets the zoomies. And she spazzed out, didn't you? Are you good? She's got that cough, though. I worry that she's starting to get, like, cardiac failure. I don't know. Hopefully she'll last a lot longer. Right, Dixie? Gotta live forever. At least another 20 years. There we go. So tomorrow, do you guys want to do a live chat? Are you liking the daily live chats? I like them. So I got to get back to it myself. You love that dog? This is Dixie Doo. Dixie Doo Barker. She's super sweet. Yeah. Oh, I need to get her nails trimmed. You okay? She never stays up here either. Now she's getting down. Made a few comments. You love my dog? Thank you. And yeah. Yeah. Dixie's so cute. She's so sweet. But look at how, I don't know, she's just sitting in front of the fireplace. Dixie, you're acting weird tonight. She looks like... Are you good? Did you get sick somewhere? Dixie. 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 This is why I think she gets in. Dixie. Come here, Dixie. Come on. Come here. Dixie. Thank you. Up, up, up. Okay. Yeah, you being good? You see the Dixie? She's breathing a lot though. Why are you breathing so much? Yeah, this is Dixie Doo Barker. She comes in my videos every now and then. You have a teacup Yorkie. I think she's okay. She is getting old though, but those zoomies today, oh my gosh. Just like back and forth. She's like, it might be too hot in here for her, but not too hot, but thank you, Luna. And hello, Ashley. How's it going? How are you this evening? She looked right at the screen. I know. She was looking at the fireplace. It's so funny watching dogs. Sometimes they know it's themselves. Other times they get angry thinking it's someone else. But teacup. What's your Yorkie's name? I love dogs so much too. They're super sweet. My neighbor brought over his golden retriever. It was so soft. Oh my gosh. Ryder says, do you have any videos coming out soon that I can make comments on? Yeah, there'll be some I've already forwarded that I made today. And just any. They don't even have to be the new ones. But I try to do some every day, like shorts or whatever. Usually there's more shorts than long content. I need to at least start doing one long content a day. But yeah, it can be an old one, a new one. Sometimes it rejuvenates. So you can even, do research on my channel, search my channel for addiction or brain scan or new supply. And you can even watch whatever you want to watch and just comment and like. So we're just trying to get everything active. And if you come across, as you're scrolling, just hit the like button, maybe comment super quick. So you think you like Dixie? I'm doing what I can in my condition. So I keep forgetting. I am so sorry. How far along are you now? I keep forgetting. You gotta tell me your due date. I'll stick that in my head. Tell me your due date. Your dog's name is Stella. Aw, I love that. The Zootopia. And the rat one is hilarious. There you go. I try to have fun with it. The shorts I see a lot. They're really funny. Yeah, so I know, like, I've done some. They're like, what the heck? Yeah, so the shorts are usually, I don't know. So they've been a little more serious sometimes, but I like to do the filters because it kind of stimulates. Like I did the moon landing. Like I'll love you to the moon and back. How yesterday I did the space hair. So I like to get creative. You love my hair? Thank you, Luna. Is it around Christmas? Why do you see my Christmas tree? Oh, it is around Christmas. That's what I thought. I thought it was. So, how's the morning sickness going? Someone looked over at my phone the other day and said, what is that? Oh, really? Which one? That's Cynthia. They see the rat one? Somebody comment. Who was it that commented? Like, that scared me. Was that you? But thank you. You guys are so kind. And it is almost 1:30. I should probably... it was a leprechaun. Yeah. They're fun. If you go through, they're at least fun. No, I didn't, but that's hilarious. Good. And I don't know, it's a little different than other YouTubers, I try to be different. I don't really see others doing that. Or am I just missing it? Here, I'm thinking I'm all creative and... Someone, you scared me. Because as you're scrolling, then you see this big old rat face and covers the whole screen. So they're not trying to be offensive. It probably did scare them. So you guys are wonderful. It is 1:23 in the morning, and I should probably get some sleep. But to the sleep crew, we got a couple people. I got 3 platforms and 3 people sleeping. But you guys are so sweet. Still, every morning I am sick. Just try not to eat acidic things and stuff that'll upset you. Unfortunately, I am logging off because I'm super tired. But Ashley, I pray that the morning sickness subsides and you have a healthy, beautiful baby and all that good stuff. But would you say it's severe or just like uncomfortable level morning sickness? I was tempted, like, do I do this or not? I'm like, but I'm saying kind things. Sometimes it can go against you. But yeah. So you are welcome. I'll be praying for you. And I'm excited for you. I am excited for you. I actually liked being pregnant. So I don't just enjoy every moment of it because it doesn't last forever, and that's definitely a blessing. So good night. Lots of love to you guys, and I will see you soon. Sign up for the masterclass. The link is in the bio, and I will see you soon. Click that link in bio. See you Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you guys so much for coming. Every other week it is severe. Oh my goodness. Vampire one was, yeah, the vampire. I know. Yeah, everyone click that link. You are so kind. Sleep well, Sarah. Love you, girl. All right, bye guys. Thanks.